but I had to go through that and write all of that into this fucking Excel spreadsheet so that I could turn it in to the IRS. And then, in addition, like if it was something like it wasn't clear how it was related to my job, they had a column where I had to put how the thing was connected to my job. So I had to do it for everything. I had to do it for all my travel. I mean, it was maddening, the level of detail that they wanted about that stuff. So receipts are good, but if you can write a note on that receipt that might trigger your memory about that, I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to know when did this happen? Because the IRS they changed a lot of stuff over the last 2 years.
Okay.
They have like a new portal and everything where you can upload a lot of that stuff.
For your audit?
That's what I was asking.
For your audit?
So that's a good question. I'm not sure if it is for the audit, but now that they have the personal portal, then I wonder if they've taken it over to the audit or if that will be their next course. Because what I do understand, like a lot of agencies have to modernize their technology to fit with the actual current times. That's all. That's what I'm just trying
to. So hopefully they have modernized where you can input your audit information electronically. Because I had scans of all my information where I had it all organized, and they were like, no, they can't read that. Because I had the shit all color coded, and because that's how I keep it for myself, right? I had my documents, I had it all color coded with my little notes and everything, and they were like, no, they can't read a PDF. You have to put it in this, because they were gonna literally Xerox the stuff. But so my audit was for the year 2015, and I did the audit from July of 20. Let's see, they sent me the letter July. Yeah, and they sent me the letter in July of 2019, and it wasn't finished until February.
Wow.
Of 2020.
That's crazy. But you got through everything, right?
Yeah, I did. And I mean, and that's what I was saying about TurboTax. Like, TurboTax really helped me with that. Yeah. But I don't wish that on nobody. Even, I would have wished that on Matt. Dr. Responsible. I would have wished that on nobody. Maybe Dr. Responsible. Maybe Dr. Responsible.
I didn't see that one coming, Doctor.
I don't want to go that far.
Big sister.
I don't want to go that far. Maybe Dr. Responsible. But I would have wished it on Matt. Yeah. That's because that was hell. So pay your taxes, people.
Wear your mask.
Not wear your mask. We're going back to wearing masks.
Mask up. We're in it together.
What's the man who says I'm not getting no more?
Your guys got their mask on.
What's his
Yes.
I forget. And he made that. He was like, wear your mask. Wear your mask. That shit was so funny. I posted that every day through COVID. You wear your mask.
Sanitizer. That hand sanitizer, you need soap. Wash
He was turned for the whole COVID. And then he popped that white lady in the head and the stand in. Y'all know, he did. He was so tired.
No, he didn't.
He did. She was yelling in her face. I can't remember.
I bet to live it.
He had one of them bullhorns yelling in her face, and she turned around and said, "Do it again."
I used to. Hey,
Quinn, you had enough of Anthony that you coming home?
Oh, no. I'm still over there roasting his ass. I just needed to, I needed to get some information
Now
from
you
y'all.
need some
because
water break and phone a friend.
I'm definitely on that. No, I was there was a room, because I remember y'all were talking about her. What was the room that he was talking to he was in a room full of white folks, and he was adhering to the notions of white supremacy with the white folks. Do y'all remember the room that he would frequent?
What's the name of that room, you guys? Because they do it. It's not. Is it not healthy debates?
Well, we just need one, because my contention is he hates black people, more specifically black men and women.
It was G's room. It was G's room. I thought.
Oh, that's right. What's the name of this room again?
Healthy debates.
Healthy debates, okay.
Okay. The most unhealthy debate.
Get him, Tiger.
All right, I'll be back. Thank y'all.
That's crazy. Let me get a drink before they go to the pitch. So they've been going home. Wait, but did he say Trent or Matt? Matt.
Anthony.
Anthony. Oh, Anthony. Yeah, he was going back and forth with us this morning.
Yeah, but I know they're tag team, y'all.
No. I just want to go back.
What I need to know is like Justin's down yonder. I need Justin here.
What do you mean he's down under?
He's at the bottom of the page of the stage, and I need him up here.
Okay.
I might have to listen in on that dragging.
Thank you, First Lady.
Wait a minute. Let's let Mel go on there. Everybody stream the dragon. Stream the dragon.
Dr.
They've been dragging him since this morning.
We turned her. She likes the drama now.
Yes, because she has always loved the drama.
Dr. AG is some of the messiest rooms in this app.
When it's drama, I just don't love the drama when it's facts. That's all.
What they thought about all this, we're still waiting to hear back. We've been fighting for an age game, which means that the products are limited to 20.
Yeah, but I'm always down for a good dragon.
It's not an outright ban. The final act in Austin.
Damn, people got me blocked. I can't even go in that room.
What's the rule?
Tis.
What's the rule?
I think it's healthy debate. It don't come up for me.
That's funny saying. Dad's healthy.
It can't be healthy debates, because if it was healthy debates,
No, it's a PhD.
Nah, he didn't go back in. I don't see him.
Is it moderate discourse?
No,
that might be it. That might be it.
He's in bottle service.
Oh, bottles.
Frank want to know who is
Yeah, but
Trent, y'all. Who
when Quinn has his show back up here, I just see Anthony.
Okay. Who pinged Trent? He want to know why he was pinged.
He said that?
Yeah, it wasn't me.
So
My shaggy voice.
Well, let's see. Click on the person who sent it. Who sent
I'm gonna say invited by. Let's see. Invite. Oh no.
It doesn't. He didn't click on the link. Well, Trent, we do miss you, so, I mean, maybe it was our energy that pinged you.
Just speak for yourself, Mercedes. Thank you.
Or maybe perhaps no one pinged him. I said his name 3 times in the mirror.
He pinged himself.
He could have just pinged himself. You know, it's about 5 of them.
You know what? A CEO was in here. A CEO was in here and asked for him back to us.
CEO, okay.
A CEO.
CEO, he might be. Oh.
No, I said a CEO, not CEO. What is CEO front?
Okay.
Yo, he's cooling like crazy over there. He said, what if they did say slavery is back in effect? What are we going to do about it?
What's the rule, Gemini?
What the hell?
Gemini, what room is that?
Bottle service. Wood.
Bottle service, yeah.
To the room, and their replays only go back so far. But do you remember being a part of a discussion in the healthy debates room? I mean, you can obviously deny it now because I don't have the. What are you saying? I'm saying, listen, I'm not Exactly. So what I'm saying to you is that often, and not just one time, but you often are in rooms where you adhere to and acquiesce to notions of white supremacy along with white racists. Man. Okay, you tell me that man is not white supremacy. I know that, right? I think it's just not white supremacy. Right. So that's not what we're talking about. So there's no need to even acknowledge that. So you are often in rooms, and you were right. Yeah, it was stupid anyway. But I mean, but the notion that you are in rooms or in spaces talking to people like that, not even having any conversation you want with them, but specifically you are in conversations with white folks who are notably racist people, having conversations. I'm asking you, Quinn. You're making assertions. Who's notably racist? I'm asking you. See the thumbs over my head? People. Yeah, but so Quinn. The question to you is who is notably racist? You're making an assertion. Who is notably racist? Yeah, JB is notably racist. JB is racist? Are you saying that JB is racist? Yes. Algebra. Anybody tell me who's notably racist? That's not even JB. Brad S. is notably racist. Brad is notably racist. This is an assertion being made. And Brad is married to an American. No, he's not. Brad absolutely isn't. One second, I'm gonna say this right, because I've been over there multiple times, not a lot, but enough. JB be racist. I'm not gonna throw that on somebody I haven't heard. I've had a private discussion with him. I have heard other people on that stage say some crazy shit to the point where you were there, Anthony. You didn't say shit. He was in the audience. I was on the burn. You was in the audience. They were saying all kinds of shit about us. You were just there, modded up. Gemini. Beautiful. Gemini. Let's have the discussion. Gemini, I'll be in a room for hours. I might be by my phone for 20 minutes. Racist. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I'm talking to Gemini. Bitch ass motherfucker. Yeah, anyway.
I'm gonna have to put y'all in my room because you're cursing too much.
I don't know everything that's being said. Somebody said that Brad is a racist.
When you hang up as needed, I gotta eat something.
JB is not a fucking racist. That's a fucking lie. I didn't say JB was a racist. No, Gemini. I had a conversation about you with JB. JB was on some crazy shit, and I said, nah, that's not Gemini at all. He's a fair, open-minded brother, and I encourage you to speak to him directly. And he would attest to that. This idea, I'll be on stages with Pepe. I think Pepe is racist. Pepe is racist as fuck. I think Pepe is racist. He's in the same house. He's in the same house as Pepe. Gemini, and I've said this a million times, I have no problem being on a stage with a racist. I have no problem being on a stage with somebody that calls me the N-word to my face. This is not a problem for me. I'm going to combat them with ideas. I'm going to light their ass the fuck up with ideas. I'm not running from people calling me the N-word. This doesn't bother me. There's a white guy on this app that is a notorious racist. And he was talking about his little $400,000 house in Nebraska. And I was like, I would fucking buy the house next door and fill it up with a bunch of black people, homeless black people. I would turn the house next door since your house is a flex. It infuriated him. I don't care about being in a room with racist people. That don't scare me.
How's he gonna do that to homeless black people?
You're a bitch when I'm not even addressing you. I'm gonna talk to an intelligent black man. I'm gonna talk to an intelligent black man. On stage. So I have to, they're gonna be things that I'm on where white people are gonna say shit about black people. And I will be in that room. And I'll be minded up. And I'll listen to them talk shit. Exactly. And if I am near my mic, I will check. Oh, you will. And if I'm not near my mic, I won't check. Say nothing or do you say something? I will check the meal. So basically, like I said, your faggot ass. So if you're here and you're responding at that, come on, y'all. Like, so if you're here and you're able to combat in that moment, like meaning you have access to your mic, you're not away from your phone, then you're gonna give a rebuttal. Yes, absolutely. I'm not gonna just sit on a stage idly by and let shit. Ukraine is not racist. You say to me, Ukraine is an open racist. Ukraine is not fucking racist. Roger is an open racist. Ukraine is not fucking racist. It goes by the name Mojo now. I know who Mojo is. I don't know well enough to have an opinion. Like, one thing I like to do is a conservative opinion. It's gonna be from an informed space. I don't know him like enough. I don't think he's a racist. You know what, Gemini? You've been in rooms with Roger. No, I don't know. You can't say that Roger's not a racist. This shit is fucking hilarious. Racist. If you call everybody a racist, you take away from the word racist. You become a boy that cried wolf. That's who the fuck you are. Right? Nobody believes you. You're a weak, ineffective man. You don't control shit. And you cry. And you want reparations. You're a weak man. Get off your knees. Stop sucking the white penis and begging. Crazy word. Anthony, now you know what the fuck? You know he would get bail for him. You know that he wants to get man. You can't Adams is black, nigga. No, they just Adams is black, you fucking idiot. Look, now I will say this right out there. We'll go to certain rooms, right? Algebra Wilder. Yo, so I personally go to rooms where I know there are white racists, right? And I won't engage because I like to have a battle of wits. I love that shit, right? Because a lot of times when you start getting down to it, they actually can't really substantiate their position or articulate themselves in an effective way. And they get even more frustrated and they have to go ahead and start personally attacking. And if you're away from, I won't be in that space and allow them to have that dialogue or contribute to that dialogue without giving a strong rebuttal and indicating my position. Yeah, so Gemini, I'm there with you, brother. And Gemini, I have and I will continue to. But then what we'll do, right? What'll happen is you'll have black people that come into that space and they'll say shit like, what about the poor black kid that can't read and his parents, they live in a bad neighborhood and, he's surrounded by like gangs and this will be the talking point, Gemini. They're not coming from a point of strength. What they want to do is they want to come up on stage and talk from a point of crisis. They want to talk from feel sorry. We need Anthony is going hard and I'm going to stay at it because that's my bro. But I ain't lying, when I go because that's my bro, I just got to stay out of it. It's just chopping. On his side. No, I'm on his side in this and on that point. And you guys gotta listen because that's how it sounds. It's cringing when I go in that room and I hear you niggas be up in there trying to make them white people feel sorry for y'all. And it's cringing. I can't even stand it. So he's not lying. From the outside looking in, when y'all be in there trying to make them feel sorry for y'all, like or fucking I would never. Like I'm explaining myself to no motherfucking person. Are you kidding me? The stuff that black people go through. What about this? What about when they do this? What about it's like it's just man, y'all sound stupid as hell. That's why I can't deal with it. It's just cringing. So he's right about that. And take it as positive criticism with that point. He said, justify being on stage with people who are expressing racist sentiment about black folks, even to the extent where they're calling black folks names, no matter who's in there trying to appeal or whatever they're trying to do.
You can present yourself as lower. Man, if you position yourself as inferior, if you position yourself as inferior and lower, then
You can be called whatever. It's okay for them to call you.
that's what you want. That's what
It
you
is
want.
not Anthony. So you're just like Anthony, is what you're saying.
No, I'm not. At that point is the truth. Y'all gotta stop doing that with them white people. Didn't y'all parents teach y'all that? Y'all don't got no pride about being black and know what it is with white people for real?
Really not.
Cause y'all go in there, they be making titles about y'all like, man, I'm disappointed that you don't understand. I was not raised like that. Ain't no way in hell I would be on that stage telling anything about myself or what my people go through to some fucking, and y'all know, y'all all said on here, said that they was racist, so whoa.
But I'm confused because that's what Anthony does. What is she speaking about?
Is that Mimi?
Yes. I'm confused because that's exactly what Anthony goes on those people's stages to speak down on black people. But what are we talking about right now?
He goes in on black women. He gets so ugly on black women, it's sickening.
So how is she saying, how can you go on their stage and speak down about our community? But that's what Anthony does and you're defending him.
They're on that Kevin Samuels too.
And then I'm gonna simplify it for you. Man, black folks beg and grovel to white folks and in front of white folks and all that shit, man, make my stomach turn. Hey Biggie, what about the ones that sit on the face and allow the shit to come out? I'm not saying, all of it, see. What I'm saying is, and I'm just saying, because I haven't been in this room that y'all are talking about. It's on what Mimi saying. And what, you know what I'm saying, man? Hell, man, what the fuck you taking white folks for? Fuck these crackers. You know what I'm saying? Right now, what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to, I don't desire for white folks to understand where the fuck I'm coming from. Agreed. I don't even think it's possible. So, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is put it like this, and I'll just use this, I'll just make the point like this, right? Hell, I don't expect white folks to feel sorry for the oppression of black folks. So they did it on purpose. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what they were trying to do. And the bottom line is, this is what, this particular point, right? Man, the only way, hey man, if a motherfucker bust you in your face, hey man, and take your shit, hey man, if you ain't willing to get violent and take your shit back, hey man, you probably need to shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about in this, you know what I'm saying, but to expect the motherfucker that robbed you on purpose to give you your shit back is delusional at best, man. But what I'm asking you, and I want you to answer that in correlation with everything else that you say in the same regard. What do you think about the people who sit on the stages and allow them, and even eat, and allow them to say the thing about black people? I think it's the same kind of egregious shit. You know what I'm saying? But check this out now. You know what I'm saying? But it's all the way around. I don't make a distinction between that and the other thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying. And like I said, I don't know. I have never been in that room that y'all are talking about, so I don't know anything about it. So I don't know who's doing what. Why don't you know? Hold on a minute. Real quick. I need some clarification right now. Mimi and Biggie, actually, the question goes for both of y'all, right? What's the difference between having a conversation where you are informing and defending your position, which I know that y'all are not up to doing, don't want to do it, y'all say it's similar to groveling on some level, but what's the difference in standing on business saying this is what we see, this is what we face, this is why it is substantiated, as opposed to groveling? Because I don't grovel for nobody. motherfucking thing.
I'll go after Biggie.
Just, I look at it, what's the point of that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My point is this, right? And I'll just use this. Y'all say it like this, right? If you take something from me, I'm gonna let the gun do the talking. You get what I'm saying? All that old motherfucking, I think a motherfuckers intellectualize too much shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, man. I'm not trying to for white folks. I don't give a fuck what white folks understand because I look at it like I look at it. Yeah, they did it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck, motherfucking black folks? White folks know what the fuck? Hell, man, anybody who knows the fucking
playing in your face.
So Dr. Adams, they're calling you out in what's your face's room.
On that stage and they about like all black people are down that's what we're talking about. And then you had an issue with
Yeah, Gemini, where I work at, it's like 50 salons in the building. My salon, it's only 2 black salons. It's the guy, this black dude, and me. And I do extensions, so you already know they be always coming in there trying to come in. And you know what I do? I close the door. When the mother, I don't explain. I explain.
You're ashamed to make a nigger noise. Is that why you close the door?
No, you hear me talking. You hear me talking. Exactly. I let them come in there and ask me about a fucking pressing home and what the fuck we do. I close the door and they
touch your hair so they can see the texture.
They could not touch. I don't let them touch my. When they come sit by me and through the window, they go through the window.
This thing went somewhere else.
Close the fucking face on purpose. I'm very disrespectful. Yeah.
That could be Gemini help Anthony G. Ray.
Right myself. Person.
Yeah, that conversation went somewhere else.
Because they didn't have a
As soon as Gemini came in,
Anthony muted up
And fell back.
They wrote the books.
And then she jumped in.
They know what the fuck they did. They wrote your history. So why the fuck are you explaining, making them feel sorry for you? Yeah, nigga, I know you in the ghetto suffering. I did it on purpose. So that's how y'all sound like idiots.
Yeah, that's funny because she didn't make a point because she didn't put King George. She's been conversation on that.
My ears must not work.
What Mimi said, right? Damn, they thumbed out. But look, I understood what Mimi said. She just asked me. So, if you feel like there's a black person that is
Taking him down. They removed him, his mob being and threw him down.
from the mixed company, if you will.
Yo, I don't believe in groveling point blank period. But the reason why I gravitated towards the wood, the reason why I pulled up a chair and stayed here was because it's a progressive conversation. We got black people across the spectrum in this room, but the conversation just ain't about down bad black people. And it's not just the black people that ain't doing nothing for themselves. There's black
That's not even tolerated in the space.
Exactly.
That's the thing, right? Like, to Gemini's question, hey man, if a motherfucker
Yeah, we seen what happened, Quinn. This is crazy.
Them call women bitches. That's a wrong. That's a lie. Black woman bitch.
What the fuck is going on? White folks love that shit. You know what I'm saying? White folks love you know what I'm saying? Stepping and fetching ass, motherfucking coon, jigaboo, motherfucker. White folks love that shit. Look at it. Go ahead and perform.
They protected Anthony. That's what it sounded like.
Look at the white folks like that. You know, the point I'm making is, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's not, you motherfuckers like white folks are oblivious to that kind of shit. You get what I'm saying? And so, you say, hey, man, you know, that's one of the good ones. Hey, man, he ain't part of that. This is the part you mentioned right here, right? And this is the part I go back and forth with Anthony on, right? Respectfully. say somebody did come in there and they shucking and jiving and high fiving, and we all could see it, right? Okay. I'm not hitting them in the back channel. I might one-on-one, but in front of that mixed stage, that white lead stage, I'm not going to call them out publicly because now I appear to be look massive. I want to get the government. Say that again. You saying if somebody's in there stepping in fashion, somebody's in there, like let's say I'm Anthony, I'm in healthy debates, right? I don't even want to say a room title because I ain't trying to talk about nobody. I'm in whatever stage, right? I'm modded, right? And I know that this is a white lead stage. What I'm not going to do is see somebody come in there that is trying to, let's say they're making a pitch for reparations or whatever the case may be. I'm not going to down them publicly in that room because even if I don't agree with them, I know the reparations thing is a little different, but if white folks, we can change the time, it could be any, you know what I'm saying? If you got some black motherfucker in there begging and showing out and groveling and yowza bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, I ain't got no problem telling the mother, hey man, shut your cool ass up performing for these crackers. You got no problem saying that in front of those white folks. You feel me? Because I think, hey man, because that's what the fuck he doing? You know what I'm saying? He performing in front of the crackers, man. And the crackers see here the tap dance shoes, the taps on the shoes, and see the smiling and the
Don't tell how to do it. Tell how to do it.
Stop motherfucking showing off for these crackers, man. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem telling the crackers, letting the cracker know, hey man, everybody in there performing.
Anyone should have, any male, heterosexual male should have a mod badge after this.
I'm talking about, like, say, for instance, you know, other than that, but hey, but motherfucker gonna be doing and going and shit. Hey man, you know, fuck that motherfucker.
Women bitches in that room. They be cussing out women when women have an alternate.
Anyway, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't see an issue with that. Motherfucker begging in front of white folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, yeah, nah, man, I ain't got no problem calling that shit out. I don't think that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I'm not, man, listen, because I'm not one that believes that we all a part of this.
I think Anthony is begging for acceptance from those white people. I think Anthony is the one who's begging. So I'm confused.
They're very.
I can't even write in the chat because I'm the anonymous.
Yeah, don't do. I wrote in the chat about murder and they kicked me out. They kicked me clean. They sent me clean to the hallway. They said, you for the streets.
That was you in there, Dr. AG?
I was in that chat. I was lighting them up. And they was like, okay, Anthony said, you was for the streets, ma'am. You black bitch. He probably said in his mouth.
Yeah. They be calling women black bitches in there.
Yeah, I don't. And
that's what I'm talking about. We don't tolerate this shit. Yes, y'all do. Y'all tolerate a lot of shit. A lot of shit about black women in that room.
Well, before you came back, I said that. I said Gemini derailed. He allowed Anthony cover.
Oh, y'all were listening to that part?
Get him.
Yep.
He should have let you get him, but that racist shit, that's a derail every time.
Yeah. I'm gonna let him do that because the answer for the things that he does. So
oh, Quinn, you went out.
Quinn, you went out.
Am I still going now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I hear what you said.
Here, Quinn did another.
Is the app muting him or what?
He might be getting.
What? My favorite quote is, "Y'all intellectualize too much shit." I laughed. I couldn't hold it in.
Weird.
It was the gun part for me. I ain't gonna do no talk. I'm gonna let my gun do the talk on me.
Yeah.
The text is completely. I just want to say, I completely understand and I agree with Anthony and
not always gotten along. I called him George Jefferson a couple times, but on an intellectual level, the way he's able to communicate, definitely in tough situations. There are things that other races say that make us angry. There are things that he said.
That's exactly what happened.
I disagree with all of white people, crackers and peckerwoods and all these things because in society, and I just got off the phone with Caucasian people talking about the bloods and what's going on. And if we're going to improve society, we have to sometimes listen to the tough narratives and the good narratives. And I think the great thing that Anthony said is, I don't mind somebody calling me a name because I combat it with facts. And one of the things I think I'm able to bring, remember he said that, Ken Devine, remember he said that. I agreed with that. Icon for blacks, but I have had many people of different races, especially wealthy white people, say you brought a different perspective to me that I didn't know.
We love the wealthy white folks.
Silence too. And if we stop having these conversations, and if we're unwilling to talk to other people about tough subjects, then it goes nowhere. So I appreciate that. And you as well, Gemini. You've always been 100, a very open-minded individual, so I appreciate that. Thanks, Howard.
Fallback is crazy.
Anybody have a response? No, I don't have a response.
That's coming from a man who won't even put a black person in his PTR. All he has is white people.
Yeah, keep going.
PTR, as if he has to be accepted by white people. I've heard Trent defend somebody called Trent somebody racist, and Trent jumps out to defend them. Why not just stay the fuck on mute and let that conversation go between the person that's being accused of being it? He can fight for himself. Your black ass get up and fight for the racist. When everybody believes it is a racist, you feel like you need to be the one to defend it. Why you can't just shut the fuck up and listen?
Deborah, go and fight them. What are you gonna do about it, Deborah? Go and fight them. Go do her down.
Start the gang up on
I didn't fucking stutter.
So Gemini modded Deborah and Anthony threw her down.
She had a valid point.
Especially with Trent. So don't be trying to help him out on the low. Let him stand on what she said. Because I don't know him personally, but I be in the audience listening to Trent. And I was trying to get it. Exactly. No goddamn green thing to say what I said. I stand on what I said. You got fucking green thing.
From nobody's stage. I got no issue with her.
Which is exactly why I monitor. I get monitored in the space she's in, so I respect, bro. That shouldn't be a fucking issue. I don't see why that's a problem. But anyway, getting back to the actual topic, let me say this, right? And 1 second before you do, Trent, because we've had good rapport. I respect your intelligence. There's parts where we disagree. And what Deborah just brought to the light, respectfully, I agree with her on this part. Because I know exactly which situation she's referencing. And that guy was racist as fuck. And you were in there defending him, saying, nah, but he's been in my house and everything else, which it don't matter if he's still expressing racist views on social media. You can't defend that person. You can't sit there and defend them against your own kind. Like that looks real weird when you start defending people that are openly racist on this app just because you have a personal relationship with them. And on top of that, I don't understand how you could have a personal relationship with somebody that's openly being racist on an app. Like that's where we differ. And that's why I differ with you too. If somebody calls me out my name on this app, I'm not trying to explain myself no more. I'm gonna take note, and if I catch you, I'm gonna stretch you. I only want to make a threat because I really plan on it at some point. I plan on us connecting, and I'm gonna look you in your eyes and then tell you how I feel physically. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to have that communication. There's no communication to be had. If they're being that disrespectful, you think a simple conversation is gonna alter that viewpoint that they're substantiating? Disrespecting you, calling you a nigger? You gonna talk your way out of that?
So,
I disagree with that.
Just to be clear, right? I'm gonna pass it right to you. He addressed both of us, so I'm just gonna pass it right to you. This one, I'm done. So Gemini, here's what's up, right, man? This is a social media
I don't want people to, adopt it, but there's very few things that trigger me on this app. And there's very few people, if I saw them in person.
The hair claim for me.
You got me, baby. So very few people, if I saw them in person, that they would have, that I would anticipate having an on-site type of problem with. And I don't somebody can call me the N-word. It's like, I'm going to address that situation right then and there. But, a lot of times, where this energy is coming from is a place of insecurity. Them calling me the N-word. They ain't doing no better than you in life, Gemini. They not doing better than me in life. So this is all they got is the N-word. A gun to their head, and that's all they can come up with. It's laughable. I'm not gonna get off my square because of the N-word. I got too much to lose. If I'm gonna lose it, it's gonna be for something really, really good. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna really see somebody, it's gonna be for a good ass reason. And then I honestly, I do think that this racism or racist accusation is overused. I think every single time somebody says shit, oh, this person's a racist, that's the low-hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? This person is this person. It's always the low-hanging fruit. That's the quick accusation that people want to stick. I can say more, but I'm
Okay, let me say something. Because I think y'all don't know nothing. I'm so happy if I had the daddy I had. I cracked up laughing too when I heard about JB. Because at first y'all was like, oh, JB let these people talk on this stage, da 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 da. But I laughed when they said this nigga been to prison. And then for a white man to been to prison, you say he not a racist. Do you know what goes down in prison? How it's divided? To survive prison, he gotta be a racist. So y'all over here making excuses for racist ass white people. Just say it. Y'all be on stages with racist ass white people explaining your blackness to some racist ass white people. So that's what the fuck y'all be doing. It's simple as that. It's simple as that.
I understand what you're saying, man. So, hold up, Anthony. You just said some goofy ass shit. So, because he been in prison, he has to be racist?
Yes.
That's not true. It's not fucking true. That's what I'm saying.
You guys are idiots. How do they survive prison? You know what the fuck go down in prison? What are you talking about? Exactly, and it's race wars up in that motherfucker. And the people that he had to eat with and everything was racist talking about niggers. Can't wait to grab up in the shower and motherfucking get that black thing. But that's the thing, when you in jail, you can't go with the other two cliques either. So you gotta stick with the white people.
Yeah, but if they Jewish, they don't fuck with you.
So he can't go with the Mexicans or the blacks.
Yeah, he can't fuck with nobody.
His name is Abdul. He did about 5 years for whatever he did 5 years for, right? He's bad. Now, one thing I'm gonna tell you about Abdul is he's not fucking racist. But because I can tell you he can deal with all the way. I ain't even go through all that. At the end of the day, what I'm gonna explain to you is this, right? When he was inside, and he explained this to me. When he was inside, there are racial lines that are strongly divided. You don't take a shower with other races. You don't eat with other races. You don't exercise with other races. You barely communicate unless it's necessary with other races because that's the way it's structured in there. But when you come home, that don't mean that you have to be a racist because you were inside and you had to go by the structure that they have.
He's on the phone, so you don't even listen.
You're in here now, you gotta be racist when you come home.
You really believe that?
You don't understand that? Yeah, what do you mean? Father to his children, how do I not believe him? Yeah, I believe him.
Thanks. I understand the criticism, and I understand where it comes from. I'm not completely blind to it. I changed my PTR. Remember, that is a gentleman named Charles Cannon. We're not. Niggas come back in here.
Let me check out this PTR for you guys. Hold on. This is a black man. This is the first time I see him post to have a photo of him and a black man. That's crazy. I love that for
stores in the country. He's one of the most revered general managers in the country. I just got off the phone on Thursday with Tino Fontenot, who is the general manager of Honda Cars of Katy in Houston as well. One of the largest, he's the longest serving black GM in Texas. Has been a GM since the 90s, late 90s. And so there's not many people of color that rise to the level of general manager and above. But you can talk to people that are in these spaces sometimes, like Kelly Saunders or Mabel Peralta. Inside my world, I'm actually considered a leading black voice, and I know that's hard for some of you to understand, but that's how I address it. And then on going to Matt's house, who you call it, I think that's who you're talking about. You were calling him racist. Matt Covito did invite me to. I went to his home. He didn't come to mine. I went to his house. And we talked, and we had a beer, we had a conversation, we had a long 2-hour conversation in his home. So I have a different perspective of him than maybe some others. We all get painted into certain corners on these apps. I've heard of a man named Brian Benstock on this app be called racist. I had to talk with him about that. Brian Benstock is part Puerto Rican. On Fox News a lot. All of his management staff.
Brian who?
Brian Benstock.
That he's Puerto Rican? Did he just say that? Yeah, there's no way in hell he's Puerto Rican.
He said he's part Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm bullshit. Ooh, God forgive me, let me stay quiet. That's the, I'm gonna stay quiet, guys, because I'm about to say something that's not gonna go well with this thing. You know what? Fuck this shit. Typical Italian that goes and sleeps with a Hispanic or a black woman and says, yeah, we fucked them, but we never wifed them. And I land there. So we clearly know his last name is not Puerto Rican. His mom is Puerto Rican. So his mother got fucked.
Motherfucking assassin. I hit my motherfucking target. You can see a racist. I line his ass up and knock him the fuck down. I'm not gonna get bystanders that might be because they've been somewhere that might be.
I'm in the mall because I don't know which snake is poison, and they all are. They still a motherfucking snake. But let me tell you something, you little dumb, cool ass step infection niggas. Just because you know that they racist, you little niggas, you still can get your money from them. You just don't know what the fuck. Y'all want to fucking taking us them. You're making money. I've been drinking. I'm fucking early in the morning. I'm in fucking Vegas looking for some sauce. No, I'm not. So all I'm telling you, you little dummies, y'all can still fucking do business with them and work with them, but you gotta know what the fuck you dealing with. And you said they're taking up for the niggas and saying they're not racist, we'll see. I bet you be at that motherfucking dinner table. Go around them goddamn mama and girl, how was they raised and brought up? Get the hell up out of here. Y'all are fucking idiots. You can still get money with them. You can still fucking do business. They know who you are. You know who they are. Who gives a fuck? Make excuses for me. It's bullshit.
After we heard that dumbass shit, I gotta reboot. Like, I gotta get my brain back together because that was the dumbest shit I ever motherfucking heard. Just, you don't have to be groveling to get money. If you're an asset, business-wise, they're gonna
y'all sound like y'all still for sale.
That's it. That has shit to do with it. But when you start racist just because they motherfucking are white, and you're ignorant enough to just start blaming them for shit that they don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, who's retarded? Submissions based on retarded.
Man, y'all still for sale, dude. Y'all are.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's ignorant to even say that we're for sale, because like that's crazy.
Y'all still for sale.
I think I don't know. I think racism got some. Like without it, what else do y'all have to talk about?
You want to leave? Y'all want to continue?
What else do you want to talk about?
Move me up. I got a place to go up to my mom.
Every white person that said it pointed at yourself.
Y'all want to listen or no?
You won't have to be worried about what the fucking right fuck you do.
Well, I know you good, Brian. I'm asking everybody.
This is a conversation. This is a conversation. To the Lord, Larry, I'm respectful to him. Yes. I just walk past him. Good morning. That's it. I don't motherfucking, listen, my job, I don't have to deal with them like that. But it don't matter to me. But I understand if you're in a workspace and you gotta deal with them. And you just gotta, what my issue is that y'all don't know what the fuck it is. And
you're so unlearned and that's so sad.
I don't even want to be rude to you. You're not emotional talking shit to me.
Maybe I'm gonna be honest, I'm in community with them and I don't get this same type of energy that y'all say on this app at all.
They don't be nice in your face, crazy.
What do you mean? I'm at holiday parties, like I'm in their parents' house, grandparents' house, all of that. For weeks on end. Like
I'm talking to this. You guys sit up here and act like, I'm bad at talking to you. Talk about them. Issue with them. I know that because I don't bring up the topic. You guys, you niggas, you niggas every fucking day. Shit. You guys are the one who brought them for and wanted to fucking defend them. I don't talk about them. I said, get that they exist. Tell me when I talk about them. I know them. I'm in San Diego, fucking California. You think I don't know what the fuck it is? You motherfucking backward ass fucking white people be fucking trying to think y'all superior and better because you hang out with white people. They go to the house, family parties. They are so funny. You're the fucking nigga. You don't know. You don't really know what the fuck to do.
You heard you Mel for a second. She said to me.
What happened?
No, I said Mel said we can she can mute her.
Yeah, I think he was. You want to say something to Trent?
Yeah, Trent.
I'll listen to you.
You a whole mess.
Trent, what? So you were.
Yes, to
So
no
you
shit
went
to
to Matt's house and y'all had drinks, and so what that mean? He not racist Matt no more? Like what's going on?
So did you? I know.
Just answer the question.
I think we all know
what's happening.
So I'm gonna speak if you let me allow me to clarify my thoughts.
Yeah, forget.
You didn't seem to have that problem in the other room. I'm efficient with what you were saying. You don't think we heard that, huh?
No,
go ahead.
I've met and I know racist people. I think
I'm sure that you have.
Are you gonna let me speak? Or
no, go ahead. Go ahead. This isn't a monologue though, but go ahead.
Let me make it as quick as I can. Matt is not somebody that I would classify or quantify the racist. Racist people won't allow you into your home typically in my realm. In my realm.
And your realm they would too.
You just don't.
You making that up.
No. I mean, I grew up down the street from a Grand Dragon. With his kids. He was a Grand Dragon in the KKK, and they lived down the street. And we went over there to play basketball. About 12, and he went out there and told them, "Get that, you know what, off our court. Not allowed. You guys aren't allowed to play basketball here." And so they're like I'm saying, that's what I call real significant true racism. Matt's got some differences of opinion at times. At times he says things that are ill-advised. But in sitting down and talking with the man, and it's always different when you know what I'm saying, Dr. AG. I'm sure you would be different.
But I'm gonna say this to you though. I'm gonna say this to you though. You are espousing an understanding of racism that is about individual behavior. And I think that's where the disconnect happens. Because for many of us, we understand racism as an ideological belief that manifests in attitudes and practices that are not necessarily only individual. So when Matt comes in here and he talks about his policy beliefs, right? When he talks about his beliefs and his attitudes are expressed towards certain demographics, he is manifesting, right, racism. So it's not about, because it's a lot of people, we've seen them, they've made movies about them who are racist, but they say, I didn't interrupt you. I interrupted you on this point because I wanted to comment on the point. Okay, so we've seen people who are racist and they have friends who are non-white, but they'll say this black person, my friend, isn't like those black people. They're still racist. It's just that they stamped you with the moniker of the exemplary Negro. That's all. It's the exemplary Negro phenomenon. But go ahead.
I've heard that before, and maybe it's true.
No, there's no. Absolutely that. And I want to sugarcoat things, brother. I know everybody else tries to.
Go ahead, Quinn. Yeah, I'll listen. Go ahead. Okay, he's not speaking. Dr. A.G., I'll just say that, look, when you talk with people face to face, you often get a different set. Like I said, if I sat down with you, we'd probably have a different conversation. If I sat down with April, we'd have a. When you're having probably did Mike, hang on a second. If I sat down with April down there in Wasilla, and we sat down there and had some smoked salmon in Alaska, we'd have a different conversation face to face than we do on this app. And I think we're too apt to say things that we wouldn't normally say if we used our real names and our real likenesses and we were face to face speaking. I get a lot of heat on my social media. I've got, I think, 20,000, 10,000 followers on social media, something like that. And I have people say things on my social media, and then they meet face to face, and it's a completely different conversation. Oh, I didn't know you like that. I didn't know what you meant. So I just think that we need to have more inclusive conversation as opposed to.
What does any of this have to do with your lack of? No, because I got something I want to say to you too. Go for it. What does any of this have to do with your fundamental lack of understanding of what racism actually is? And not only that, but your acquiescence to it. What does any of that have to do with any of what we're talking about? We don't care about your individual instances of what you think is or isn't racism because you have a fundamental lack of understanding of it. The reality is that you don't know, or either you act like you don't know what racism is. And you adhere to it because you act like it's not happening for the purposes of you continuing this fantasy, whatever you live in, whatever facade that you've injected yourself in order to be able to be a part of it and live the way that you do. That's what you do. That's who you are.
It's all projection all the time. It's unbelievable.
Of course you don't.
I understood exactly what he said. You said you had something for me. Go for it before I get my submission.
Go ahead, Jamal.
No, I'm talking to Quinn.
So the problem I have with you is that we were having this discussion on the stage with Anthony. Now you had just come into the room. So we were having a discussion about what Anthony does to do the same exact thing. We were talking about what he does in these rooms, more specifically the healthy debates room, and what he does to allow, what he does is sit on those stages and allow white people to say things about black people, and he doesn't respond.
There's going to be things.
And I said,
hold on, Jim and I, brother, I wasn't talking.
Let